Today I'm going to be making my second pair of baggy pants. I'm currently wearing my first pair. I'll show a video of how it looks like, but today I'm going to make a second pair, but I'm actually going to show a tutorial on how I do it. Very simple. The pattern pieces and everything, I'll go through how I kind of make them and the tutorials I follow. And like, look here, this is like my hoodie pattern. I have a pattern for my pants, which is right here. And yeah, this would be hopefully very educational and helpful, so thumbs up. Anyways, I have to change one of these, one of the waistband, because these tops, the three tops right here don't align with the waistband measurement. My waistband's too short, so it comes out 506 centimeters. This is only 445 centimeters, so I have to change that too. But this is how the model looks like when it's in the 3D software, and the waistband's also similar to how I have it currently right now. So it's like the perfect amount of bagginess. I love this type of bagginess, and it came out basically how I made it. So let me just quickly open up the other file. So this is what I'm going to use to print with the seam allowance too. This is what they use. We're gonna click on this. I'm gonna click V and Z. So I'm actually gonna delete this side. So now that I fixed this error right here, I'm gonna print it. So I'm gonna change this to PDF. Essentially what I'm doing now is I'm putting it in Adobe Illustrator so that I can then export it to the Cricut Explorer app and then cut it out using my Cricut Maker. So this is exactly how I'm doing it. I used it as a Adobe PDF, put it in Illustrator, tweaked it up a bit, then export it again for screens so that I can cut it out using 12 by 24 inch paper on my Cricut machine, and it gives me the exact measurements for my pants, so everything remains the same. And here I am just setting up my Cricut machine so that we can start cutting out the panels for my pants. So also when you're cutting, you're gonna wanna, I use cardstock. So I use this setting right here, which focuses over here. Light cardstock, because my stuff was like cardstock. So you gotta make sure you got the right settings too, because I messed up a couple times before in that. So I got my waistband cut out, and I got my other pieces laid out. So I'm just gonna cut those out and sew them together and just instruct basically how I'm gonna do it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, this is going to be my front panel, so I got two of them cut out, and I'm going to pin my pockets, the outside, in the lining pockets. I'm going to pin it in here and sew it down, because last time I tried to do it with my other pair, it didn't come out so good, so I'm going to try to do a different method where I do the pockets in the pants first, because before I just sewed the pockets together, then put them on the pants. But instead I'm gonna sew it on the pants and then sew the pocket together. So we're gonna see how that goes. What I did to one leg panel. This is the front leg panel. So we got the pocket and we clipped it to the inside. So it's the outside, inside, just like that. So that when I sew it, I'm gonna sew it. I'm gonna sew. So flip it inside out. You following? This is gonna be the pocket where you put your hand in, and then I'm gonna sew another panel inside here so you could put your phone and your hands and whatever in. So that is the plan right now to get this done, and I'm gonna do it on both ones. Okay, now I'm gonna do the pockets, and how I'm gonna do this is, so I sewed my piece in. I'm just gonna flip it inside out. What I'll do is I'm going to take this part and line it up here and kind of make a pouch like that. So I'm gonna clip it all together and make a pouch, and I already made one side. I made it like this. I'll show you guys. Like this, so that, look, here's the pocket. That's the pocket, and you put your hand in, and it makes a little pouch like this. So I'm gonna do that now. Alright, so now that we got this done, the pocket done, it works perfectly. That's the inside, this is the outside. I'm now gonna line up the two crotches right here and right here, and I'm gonna sew it together. Boom. It's the front. And I did the back as well. Quickly. Boom. I'm gonna sew it together. Okay, now that I got all of this done, now when I flip it inside out, it will fit. Now with the piece I cut off for the waistband, I'm actually gonna flip it over and I'm gonna pin it, and then I'm gonna sew it so that in the middle I can have a drawstring pull through, so then I could use it for the waistband. So here it is. I'm gonna sew this side with all the clips on. So like I said, that in the middle it's gonna be able to allow enough space to allow a drawstring to go through. So right here where I have all the clips is the waistband, but flipped inside out. So this is kind of how it looks like right here, but it's flipped, and I tie the waistband with these clips so that I can sew it down, and then once I turn it inside out, all I have to do is just cut 2 holes and put a drawstring in the middle, and then we're done. Now for the drawstring, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out this piece right here, and I'm gonna use that as the drawstring. So now I got this. This is gonna be the drawstring. And I got this. So I just gotta flip it inside out, put it in, and the drawstrings is what you gotta do, right? You gotta make sure you put a hole in first. Here, put a hole in, and you could put like a rivet around it or whatever those things are. should try to reinforce it, but I don't do that. It takes a while to do that. And you take this, it's a bobby pin, and you clip it to the inside of your drawstring, and then you poke it in here until the whole thing is inside. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna push it and pull, push and pull all the way around. So it's already here. You're gonna do that all around. And here we have our finished project. Now, I really like how these came out. The bagginess is baggy. I love it. I love it. I love it. But it looks a little bit like PJs. So, you know, it's not your casual outside wear, but it is perfect in terms of bagginess. Something that looks like Acne Studios. But yeah, love it. I'm going to try different patterns, different designs and whatnot. But yeah, man, make sure you follow the Instagram, make sure you follow the TikTok, the YouTube, like, subscribe, comment. I don't know, everything, bro. Just shackjack.clo on Instagram, and see you next time.